So I grew up in a large family. I'm the seventh of seven children, raised by a single mother. My father was, he was sometimes there, sometimes not there. Yeah, he would come to the yard, say hello, and that was it. All I remember is promises of I will get you something. I will send you money, and things like that. But that's about how far it went. It never went beyond the promise. But over time, I guess my mother's love and care cushioned everything. That I didn't linger in those feelings. I was able to just carry on. For me, it was forgiving him for being absent and allowing myself to walk in freedom of all of that could have held me back. So when he was born, it was an amazing moment of being there in the delivery ward, and seeing him come and into the world. And that day, just observing him from the time we arrived at home, and I think we woke up 11 o'clock that night to notice the growth already. That was amazing for me. It really made me feel so fulfilled. I don't know, I get emotional about this, because it's like I was asking myself, why would a father abandon their own seed like that? Such a beautiful miracle. Why would you deny yourself the opportunity to hold and to embrace this amazing miracle? And for me, that was the moment. I thought, sure, God, thank you for the opportunity and the privilege of being a father.
I consider myself to be blessed and privileged to have grown in a family that had both mom and dad. Not that there were no challenges, but I'm grateful that I had both mom and dad growing up. My dad worked as a fire brigade in the Potchefstroom Fire Brigade Department, and my mom was a domestic worker also in Potchefstroom, and I'm grateful that they could come back home every single day. So me and my siblings would come back from school. There would not be anyone at home, but we knew that mom and dad were coming a little bit later. My dad would actually go and sell golden product, and the way he did it is he would give them this medicines, and only at the end of the month they will pay him back. What was great about it is from time to time I would actually also get on my small bicycle. It was called a BMX at the time, and then I would also join my dad on this journey, going from one farm to another to sell this golden product. So I am grateful that I had my father living with us at home growing up. My dad was a present father, so those trips that we did going to the farms and selling golden products were quite significant for me, because it was moments where I could be with my dad. He's on a bicycle, I'm on a bicycle. There were no cell phones at the time. We are talking, we are having conversation. We're talking about life. I could ask him whatever question I could ask him, even though there was still that distance of culture, because culturally you honor, you respect, you've got to be careful what you ask. But the fact that I had those moments with him, they were very precious to me.
I come from a family where I'm fortunate enough to have mom and dad. I think one of the values from my family, more especially from my dad, was we could defend ourselves. We were people that could assert ourselves, use our voice, use our body. Obviously learn to be respectful and understanding of others. My dad and mom really created a space for us to have fun. And a lot of that fun happened with things that I remember. If I think upon my mom and my dad, the things I do today, yes, I've got academic education, I've got sport, I've got a whole range of things that I do, but a lot of the qualities and values that are embedded in me today came from mom and my dad. So if I play the guitar, My dad actually plays a guitar. I'm a good footballer, or I think I am. My dad used to be a good footballer. If it is that we are writing and reading, or we learned about education, it's because our parents said, well, read the Bible. And that was one of the key books that I remember having to read way back when. In Indian customs, for some men, they wouldn't really be involved in the heavy handling. Well, things have transitioned now, So daddies are carrying the daddy bags, and daddies have learned to do the diapers. But Mahalia is turning 13, and 13 years ago, in my family life cycle, this was still a new journey. But I wanted to be involved. I wanted to be involved in the first bath. Nobody tells you how the poo-poo is going to be and what color it's going to be, and everything was new. You were like concerned. I remember looking at it and saying to Marisha, "Is this normal? Is this normal? Is this how it's supposed to look?" But it did take, like, my mom-in-law was going to be there, and she wanted to be involved in the first bath, and I wanted to be involved. But what I was grateful for, they also understood that times were kind of changing, and so they allowed me the space to be a dad.